resources and locate the nearest exit. In the event of an emergency, please gather your belongings and exit the theater in an orderly manner. Recording and photography with cell phones or cameras is strictly prohibited. Offenders will be rounded up, dressed in Yankees uniforms, and dropped off outside Fenway Park. Concessions will be open throughout the performance. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
Thank you for coming. Mr. Guthrie Trapp right here on the right. And we are going to start at the very beginning. It's always a good place to start, right? And we're going to play a song that was probably the first song that I ever played on guitar and sang at the same time. And kind of a interesting thing, you know, when you're a young musician, it's a big challenge to get on a stage and play your instrument and perform it all and sing at the same time. So I was probably about 8 or 9, I guess. And but the reason I want to play this song tonight is because I was on my way to a show at the Don Gibson Theater in Shelbyville, North Carolina. And I was waiting in the airport, in Nashville airport, sitting next to a nice older woman who was on her cell phone saying, "I'm going to go see John Oates tonight at the theater." And after she got off the phone, I introduced myself, and she said, "Well, I'm Mrs. Bobby Gibson," and she was Don Gibson's widow.
Oh, wow.
And sure enough, there she was in the front row that night. And backstage, I thought to myself, you know what? I remember that Don Gibson song from when I was a little kid. I'm going to play it. So that was the first time I played it, and I think we've played it ever since. So it's a great Don Gibson classic called "Oh Lonesome Me."
Yep.
Louder. How do we sound so far?
That's really neat.
Okay, we start over again?
Yeah.
So you guys didn't hear anything I said?
No. Well, yeah.
I'm going to do a song by Don Gibson.
Are you serious?
No, we heard the story.
You have to start over again?
No. Just play.
You don't even want to hear that song.
No.
I'm not sure. I'm getting mixed messages from the audience. Do we have a PA system?
Yes.
Let us know if that happens again. We can't hear anything.
Heard the story, not the song.
All right, we're going to start this again.
Hold on. I think we need to do the intro with all those bands and stuff again.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Are we on?
Okay, we're good. We're just going to play, right? Shut up.
Yeah.
Everybody's going out and having fun. I still love her so. Brother, don't you know I welcome her back here in my arms? Well, there must be some way I can get along, something blues. Forget about the past and find somebody new. Well, I thought of everything from A to Z. Whoa, whoa, lonesome. Come on, that's what you got. Well, I guess she's not like me. Boys and all her charm, but I still love her so. Brother, don't you know I welcome her right back here in my arms? Well, there must be some way I can lose this lonesome blues. Forget about the past and find somebody. Thought of everything from A to Z. Whoa, whoa, lonesome me. Whoa, 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 lonesome me. Well, thank you so much. Well, I'll tell you what, this show is really a chance for me to kind of dig back into the musical DNA of what made me kind of who I am as a musician. Way before I met Daryl Hall, you know, I started playing at a really young age and playing a lot of folk music and blues and ragtime and all that kind of stuff. So moving to Nashville gave me an opportunity to really kind of, you know, I guess revisit and remind myself of actually who I was as a musician way back then. So one of the big influences on me was a guy named Mississippi John Hurt, and Mississippi John Hurt was. I got to see him perform when he was rediscovered during the early '60s during the folk revival, and saw him play at coffee houses in Philadelphia and Philadelphia Folk Festival. Things like that. We're some fans of Starbucks, right? Is that the coffee house there? Guthrie's a fan of Starbucks.
No comment.
Anyway, here's a Mississippi John Hurt song. This is one of his classics, and we recorded it on the Arkansas album with the Good Road Band, which of course Guthrie was part of. And I first heard this song in 1959. A guy named Lloyd Price had kind of a pop hit with it, believe it or not, Staggeredly, and John Hurt called it Stackedly. Here we go. Police officer, now how can that be? You can arrest everybody, but you're afraid of Stagger Lee. He's a bad man, cruel old Stagger Lee. Billy DeLine told Stagger Lee, now please don't take my life. I got 3 children and darling lovely wife. You a bad man. You're a bad man. You a bad man. Good Lord, steady. I don't care about your children. I don't care about your wife. Done stole my Stetson and now I'm gonna take your life. steadily. Oh, well, the judge said to the jury, hey boys, what you gonna think of that? Staggeringly shot Billy around, $5 Stetson hat. He's a bad man. He's a bad man. Bad man. You got one more?
Yeah, I got another problem. Can somebody go backstage into the dressing room and get my little snark clip-on tuner for my guitar? You're gonna really thank me for that in a minute. It's just a little clip-on tuner. Go to the back of the room. Thanks, buddy. Thank you. Can you hear the drums okay? Does it sound good?
Well, I guess it kind of puts the pressure on me to tell another story, huh?
I don't have to wait for that. I'm in tune now at the moment.
Well, I know. Well, you know, these folks came to hear some pop songs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So is that. Do you know any of those? Thanks, buddy. Yeah, he's
Look at this. Well, you know, I was obviously I've been making my living doing pop songs pretty much my whole adult life, and got to a point where I actually didn't realize I didn't really know much about the history of American pop music. You know, I think a lot of people mistakenly believe that American pop music started with rock and roll, and it did not. So I kind of thought to myself, well, you know, what's the definition of a pop song? So a pop song to me is something that, you know, obviously a lot of people like pop, but you know, you can hear it on the radio, you can buy it on a record or a tape or a device and hear it. And I thought to myself, well, that means that pop music started when the radio and the record player were invented, right? I know there's quite a distance between us. Anyway. So, you know, so I thought about that, and then I said, well, wait a minute, that means that pop music started way back in the late teens and in the early 20s. And I started doing some research about it, and it was actually in the middle of making this Arkansas album, and started rediscovering all this stuff. And one thing I found was that Mississippi John Hurt, who kind of was the inspiration for the album, he was a big fan of a guy named Jimmy Rogers. And Jimmy Rogers was pretty much the acknowledged godfather of country music. And then I found out Robert Johnson, who was pretty much acknowledged as the king of the Delta Blues, he was a huge Jimmy Rogers fan as well. And I said, wow. So I thought maybe we should do a Jimmy Rogers song. So here's your pop song from 1942. I've been roaming once more, far from my home on the old river shore. I'm so sad and weary, far away from home. I miss the Mississippi and you. Days are dark and dreary everywhere I go. I miss the Mississippi and you. Rolling on the wide road over, always alone and blue, so blue. Nothing seems to change under heaven's door. I miss the Mississippi. Mockingbirds are singing round the cabin door. I miss the Mississippi and you. Longing for my homeland, muddy water shore. I miss the Mississippi and you, dear. Miss the Mississippi. And you. Well. Now I'm going to read to you. Guthrie's going to tell you a little story about Telluride, Colorado. Maybe you're not. What are you going to tell?
It was a cold day out there. So me and John have known each other for about 17 years. We keep saying 15 years, but we've been saying that for like 6 years. We've known each other for a while. We met at out in Telluride, Colorado, at the Bluegrass Festival out there, and I played out there for 6 or 7 years in a row. And then we were on a big jam at the end of the night out there, and there's like 30 people on stage, and I was on the far right where I always am, and John was all the way over on the left. And everybody's taking long, induced by whatever. At that time of night, these really long solos. And so I took a long solo, he took a solo, and then at the end of the night, I was climbing down the side of the stage to go, hang out backstage. And he walks up and goes, "Man, I don't know who you are, but I want you to have this guitar." And I said, "Well, man, I don't know who you are, but I'm not taking it." and Sam and Jerry and these guys were going, "Take the guitar, take the guitar." And so he gave me his guitar, and I didn't really know. I didn't grow up listening to Hall & Oates music. I didn't know who he was, And so
I just didn't want to take it on the airplane.
So then we jammed the next day, and we went and saw Solomon Burke Sunday morning at the gospel show, and just started hanging out. And he moved to Nashville, and blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Here we are in Boston. Let me say something else real quick. Is this mic working?
Yes.
All right. So I'll say this. Last thing is, this guy right here, man, you know, he could have checked out of his career a long time ago. But this dude still loves music so much and still writes and plays, and he's always throwing new adult chords on me that I don't know. He's the first guy to sound check. This guy still cares about music, man. And that's what I love about him.
All right, well, you know, one of the things we bonded over when we first started playing together was Doc Watson. Again, one of my childhood heroes. And Guthrie grew up with Doc Watson and his family, his musical family. And so, you know what? Why don't we just play one of the great Doc Watson classics, all right? And Doc, if you're listening up there, don't listen too closely. Give me back my heart, I'm gonna say if she'll fade, 'cause I got a deep red blue. If my boat gonna sink with me, I'll go down, don't you see, 'cause I got a deep red blue. As I said earlier, a lot of these songs were on the Arkansas album, which we did in 2018. And when we first put the band together, the Good Road Band, to make that album, we went and played a gig. That's one of the first gigs we played in Wilson, Arkansas, a little town northwest of Memphis. And it was at one time, years ago, the largest cotton plantation in America. And the Mississippi River runs through the area, and Highway 61, which is the blues highway, goes right through the center of town. And right after the gig, we all walked out into the moonlight, and the moon was out, and the cotton was glowing and white, and it was pretty amazing. And I thought to myself, it seemed to kind of crystallize this great American music experience, which came up, up the river from New Orleans and jazz, and just this amazing, thing that America invented, this incredible legacy of popular music. And we were playing and recording all these classic songs, and I just felt like I wanted to try to write something that maybe kind of fit in, or at least was kind of symbolized that evening. So this song's called Arkansas. There's a faded glow along the great river road. You walk down the farmhouse, hanging on the brook down porch, looking over miles and miles and miles. Walk along there, silhouetted by a crescent. Sun starts rising, hitting 9 before the clock strikes noon. Don't you know, days and nights, dreams drift slowly by. Another day till the dawn brings one worth waiting on. Overflow. There's a snowy white cotton fields of Arkansas. Oh, yeah. And a long black train running on the southbound track. Hear that distant whistle when it calls you back to that hard-hit heartland. Long to love the show. There's a snow white cotton fields of Arkansas. Delta dawn, the folks ran here and hoping for home. Oh yeah. Good old man of the flow. There's a snow white cotton fields of Arkansas. Watch that old man of the flow. Watch it, old man on the floor. Snow white cotton fields of Arkansas. Watch it, old man on the floor. There's snow white cotton fields of Arkansas. Watch it, old man on the floor. Snow white cotton fields. Oh, watch that old man. There's snow white cotton fields of Arkansas. Watch that old man with the flow. Nashville experience has been one of the greatest things that I've ever done musically for me, because I've gotten to play with great musicians like Guthrie and so many others, and write with all these incredible songwriters. And trust me, the first thing I figured out when I first started coming to Nashville in the late 90s and the early 2000s was that the musical bar was set very high. And there were so many people I wanted to work with, and it was really cool to be inspired by all this great musicianship and this great talent. And so I began to write with various people and collaborate. And there was one among the many. There was this amazing writer named Craig Wiseman, who you might not know his name, but he has more #1 country hits than probably almost anyone I can think of. And really wanted to get together with him, and I kind of wrangled an introduction, and we made an arrangement to meet. And unfortunately, I had too much to drink the night before. And so I went in there kind of foggy, and sitting there, and we had never met, and nothing was happening. We were just kind of looking at each other. And he said, "Man, what's the deal?" Well, and I said, "Look, I apologize. I got nothing. I got nothing." He goes, "That's perfect. That's exactly what we're going to write about." That's how it started. And he proceeded to tell me how he had just come back from New Orleans, and he was so drunk that he couldn't find his hotel. He was wandering around Bourbon Street in the middle of the night. And he goes, "Let's just paint that picture." And that's what we did. So that song is called "Lose It in Louisiana." It goes something like this. Woke up this morning breaking in all hot and gray, trying to piece together how I got in these tangled sheets that I lay. Iron head, eyes red, stumbled in the bed, all the clothes up and down the hall. Pretty sure I had a blast last night, but the last thing I recall, dancing down the street with a half-drunk marching band. Going for a dark-eyed girl from Tillago, sipping on one to go in my hand. Thought I got a little crazy, baby, and I feel like if you're gonna lose it in Louisiana. If you're gonna lose it in Louisiana. This broken heart, I brought it down in Norwood. Found a little poker chair, that's some Mardi Gras beats. And a lipstick number on your written number said, "Call me if you stay in town." I got a back home ticket, but I think I'm gonna miss it. Dancing down Bourbon Street, with a half-drunk marching band. Falling for a dark the door sitting on one to go in my hand. Thought I had a little can't-see heart, still man. If you're gonna lose it in Louisiana. If you're gonna lose it in Louisiana. Bourbon Street with a half-drunk marching band, calling for a dark-eyed girl from Tillago, sipping on one to go in my hand. Alright. Thought I got a little crazy, baby, man, I feel like if you're gonna lose it in Louisiana. If you're gonna lose it where the saints go marching in. that man, I feel like it, but if you're gonna lose it, oh yeah, lose it in ways again. If you're gonna lose it, go on and lose it. Go on and lose it. Lose it in ways again. Songwriters always want to play their new songs, right? And the audience always seems to want to hear their old favorites. Well, the only thing I got to say about that is all those old favorites used to be new songs. Makes sense to me in some weird way, so take it for what it is. Anyway, that's how I'm setting up the fact that I'm going to play a brand new song. This is a song I wrote during the COVID thing, and it was written. I co-wrote it with a really amazing poet, author from Colorado named Joe Henry, and Joe wrote lyrics for songs by Frank Sinatra, John Denver, and a bunch of them. And he came to my house and he sat down and he said, "I got this idea for a song." And he told me a story about the great legendary blues duo, Sonny Terry and Bernard McGee. Hardcore blues fans are here. Anyway, they were amazing, and they were together for many, many years. Over 40 years they played together, and they didn't really like each other that much. And as time went on, one of them lost his eyesight, and the other one couldn't walk. And they actually had to help each other on stage. And it was kind of it just was in some weird way meant to be, because it brought them together. And when he told me that story, I was so inspired, and I thought, what an amazing idea to write about. And then I thought, it's a great story about them, but it's a bigger story that we could be talking about cooperation and lending a helping hand and just being kind and, that sort of thing. And I just thought, well, how can we put that into a song? And kind of sounds a little bit like this. I'll be there for you. You'll be there for me. We're all just passing through, yeah. Trying to be the best that we can be. I said a house that's divided is never strong enough to stay. Nothing gets decided by drawing lines in the sand. Sticks and stones, philosophers and fools, rolling dice with loaded bones, brother to brother, together but when they're on their own. The same blues in different keys, and keep on dreaming about what could be. But I'll walk for you. you'll see for me, said cemetery to Brown McGee. If kindness of the heart is just a measure of a man, stop saying it can't be done, no, no. Start saying yes it can. Then you stumble through the darkness, reach out and open up the door, trying to bring this world together, and that's worth striving for. Lying is believing till the truth is gone. Ain't no logic and no reason for this carrying on to all dark night. Gonna wake up to a bright dawn. Just keep holding on. Is it a different keys? And keep on dreaming about what could be. I'll walk for you if you'll see for me, said cemetery to Brown McGee. Philosophers and fools, golden dice with loaded bones, bloody together we're playing on and on. The same blues, a different key. Together forever now they will be. Cemetery to Brownie McGee. You know, I think this would be a good time to let Mr. Guthrie Trapp blow your mind.
All right. You're just gonna leave the stage now?
I was going to try to mute my guitar before I pulled the plug out. It didn't work out. Sorry, folks. I didn't mean to do that. Guthrie Trapp, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks for that. How about this guy, man? Duo of all time. John Oates. All right, guys. So, guys and gals, ladies and gentlemen. So he leads me out here to do a little thing here, and I don't really like to plan anything out a whole lot, so I really don't have a solo repertoire all polished up for you guys. I don't like to play like that. I like to just play whatever. So that's what we're gonna do. You know, no extra charge for whatever happens. Let's see what we can come up with. just going to take a little break here. Give you guys a break. Thanks for being here, man. We have a lot of fun doing this, right? Can you tell? I mean, this is such a blast. You good? All right, I'm out of here.
I came up to hear the play. I left my guitar down in the dressing room. So there you go. Guthrie Trapp. How about that? I'm going to do a song that I wrote with one of my best friends in Nashville, the great Jim Lauderdale. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Jim, but if you haven't, check him out. The song is called When Carolina Comes Home. Summer is over, frost in the field. Something unbroken, something so real. I wanna live in the love we had then. When Carolina comes home again. Always teaches, seasons renew, mountains and beaches, I walk with you. Our road is a story without an end. Oh, Carolina, come home again. When Carolina comes home. Still feel you laying so close. Look for a lifeline after you go. It's what I hold on to, hard as I can, till Carolina comes home again. When Carolina comes home. Thoughts that we rode with never will fade. It's what I hold on to, hard as I can, till Carolina comes home again. Till Carolina comes home again. Till Carolina comes home again. I think we need Guthrie again. Come on out. What are you feeling, man?
Back there.
So what do you think? Norwood, Massachusetts, what about it?
You know, I've been up here before, but it's been a minute. But I had this guy back here, Mike. Is it Mike with the lights?
Yeah, Mike.
Yeah, Mike was backstage. I said, turn on my handheld recording device. I said, man, give me some good Boston. Give me some good accent, you know? Give me like the hits. Yeah. It was good. It was good.
You know, Guthrie, you're actually like a foreigner up here. He is from, he's from LA, right? Lower Alabama. For real.
I used to try to hide that, and now it's just kind of all out there. Hey, so we get in the car to come up here. That's because, you're one of those swamp dwellers. That's it, thanks, man.
I mean, it's a compliment, I really did. All right, well, moving right along here. The whole idea of this show was to bring the living room to the stage. And so as you can see, we got a rug, we got a lamp, we got a table. That's about all we could afford to bring, but that's how we started. We were playing in the living room, and just the two of us with two acoustic guitars, and we were having so much fun, and it sounded so good. We said, man, I wish we could just go out and play for people like this. And so this is why we've got this little Northeast tour, and we're going to hopefully expand it a little bit and play in a few other places. And but right now, we're going to play a song by a really well-known local artist, one of your own, Adam Ezra. Oh, uh-oh. I thought there would be a thunderous round of applause. Adam's from Boston. Maybe that's too far from Norwood for you guys. Because from what I understand about Norwood, once you were born here, you can never leave. I thought that was only in an Eagles song. Evidently, that's the deal with Norwood as well. Anyway, I wrote this song with Adam Ezra. He's a really cool young songwriter. It's called All I Am. Here we are at one road's end. You and me just hand in hand, filled with doubt from where we've been. Didn't turn out like we planned. All I am is the ground below the stars. All I am is a story written in sky, stepping steadily through shifting sand. In the end, that's all I am. No need to follow friends' advice. Folks won't listen, it ain't their life. It's up to us and the choice we make. Hold together, or we'll break. All I am is the ground below the stars. All I am is a story written in stone, stepping steadily through shifting sand. In the end, that's all I am. You and I under dark night sky. I can't be the man you thought I'd be. I'll keep walking till you walk with me. Walk with me, hold you, walk with me. All I am is the ground below the stars. All I am is a story written in sky, stepping steadily through shifting sand. In the end, that's all I am. Stepping steadily through shifting sand. In the end, that's all I am. This next song is a song that just one of the great R&B ballads from, it was actually from the 1950s by a guy named Percy Mayfield. Percy Mayfield was the president of the great Curtis Mayfield. And I don't know how many songs he had, but this one is definitely his masterpiece. And, it was written a long time ago, and I think he was talking about segregation, and I think that's what was on his mind, and it was very appropriate for that time. But now that when I play this song and I listen to the lyrics and think about the lyrics, it's just as contemporary today as it was when he wrote it. So it goes something like this, called "Send Me Somebody Love." If it's not asking too much, please send me someone to love, someone to love. Show the world how to get along. Peace will enter when hate is gone. If it's not asking too much, please send me someone to love. Wait night, watch world in trouble. My answer is always the same. This man we doing? All right? Okay, folks, the time has come. For that moment I know you've all been waiting for. Stepping into the wild and wonderful world of Hall & Oates. Don't check too closely, man. So I can hear Yes, let's take the show. And you know what? You know, when you're in your living room, you can throw it. Because where's your money? Well, this is a song from probably my favorite Hall & Oates album, The Abandoned Luncheonette. And this is the last song I ever wrote in Philadelphia before moving to New York. And it happened, you know, the inspiration for the song, it just happened in a very unusual way. I was standing on a street corner in Philadelphia on North Broad Street in Philadelphia. And a city bus pulled up in front of me while I was waiting to cross the street, and it was, you know, kind of dirty windows and things. And there was a gal in the window, and she was looking at me, and I was looking at her. Our faces were so close. And then the bus just pulled away. It was nothing more than a few seconds. And as I walked across the street, I thought, well, what would happen if we would have met? Maybe we could have got married, had a baby, divorced, and, you know, hated each other or something. That's the kind of stuff that kind of goes through my head. And anyway, came out with something like this. Were you ever so in love you couldn't wait to get to sleep and dream about the one you wish was there beside you? In the past few days I've grown to love it, giggles on the phone and how we hug so nicely. And from the first time that I saw you, had I known you better then, I would have said those 3 old words. And from the first time that I saw you, had I known you better then. Now I'm gonna move away, another town, another crazy day. Wanna stay and maybe hang around you. I call it luck, call it fate, call it a chance that we met too late and loved so lightly. And from the first time that I saw you, had I known you better then, would have said those 3 old words. And from the first time that I saw you, had I known you better then. Had I known you better. Had I known you better. Oh yeah.
Whatever's next on the list.
All right, well, we should just, I think we'll just stay in the world of the abandoned luncheonette for a minute. I think every songwriter, every songwriter's ultimate goal is to write a song that will stand the test of time. And that is, it's really it's where you set the bar when you're a songwriter. Very seldom happens, and fortunately for Daryl and I, we've had more than a few songs that have seemed to be able to do that, and it's a blessing and it's an amazing thing to happen. So I can't say how much appreciated I am of the fact that we have this great legacy of music, and it's that great legacy of music and the commercial success of it, which is of course all due to you fans out there, that have allowed me to do something like this, which is pretty freaking awesome. So I don't think there's ever been a show since this song has been written, whether it's with Daryl or myself or on my own, that I have not played this song. So we're not going to start tonight. Everybody's high on consolation. Everybody trying to tell me what is right for me. My dad tried to born in the sun. Girl, you know it's plain to see that they can't comfort me. So I'm trying for inquisition. Need a drink and a quick decision. Girl, you know it's up to me. I know what will be. It's just gone. Oh, I better learn how to face it. It's gone. Oh, I never to listen. Known in the recording business as red light fever. As soon as the recording light goes on, you freeze up. Anyway, thank you. Well, as we are moving through time here in this in the course of the show, I think what we'll do is we'll just skip a decade. Let's get right to the 80s. Why screw around? Yes, the decade of big hair, funny clothes, and MTV videos. Now, all you guys, you guys all have your photo albums tucked away in some closet in your house with all your funny clothes and your bad haircuts. My shit's out there forever.
Where's the bone? Where the bone? The bone.
I don't know why I said that, but what do you think, Guthrie? Would you like to be around in the 80s?
I was around the age. I was like 5 years old. Technically.
That's not the version of the 80s I was actually thinking about. Anyway. Well, seriously, the 80s were an amazing decade of popular music. There's no doubt about it. There was amazing music made in the 80s. And I think a lot of it had to do with the fact that, the technology of recording had come such a long way since the beginning of
Speak up.
I think he did that.
Did that happen?
I
I thought he was joking around.
Did the PA go out again?
think that was a joke.
Best for us.
Listen, folks, this is a professional music presentation.
He's got to be messing with you.
More.
No, it's not a joke.
Let's go to the front. I had to get some wine.
This is so awesome.
Yeah, no shit.
All right, well, anyway.
Had reached its absolute zenith. It was never going to get any better than that. We had 48, 64 tracks, many tape machines that you could have running simultaneously. And digital technology had just been invented. And so because Daryl and I were, of course, having such success, all these amazing companies, these digital companies, were sending all the cool stuff. All the synthesizers and the keyboards and all the amazing, digital instruments. They should send some of that stuff here. So
Gather in.
I love it.
Okay, back there. Digital technology. So anyway, I bought this little tape recorder that you could overdub on in your house. That was cutting edge stuff at the time. And I bought myself a synthesizer. and I didn't know how to use it. So I was sitting in my room, it was the middle of the night, and, well, because I was stoned, I just hit this button. It started going dunk, 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 like that, and I thought, okay, that's cool. Here's the acoustic version of what that version is.